The Biden book gravy train keeps chugging along. Karine Jean-Pierre is hawking her new memoir. It's called Independent and details how she ditched her party over the way they treated Joe Biden. Quote, I'm going to become an independent. I don't think I can stomach being in the Democratic Party anymore. KJP also making the rounds to say that President Applesauce should have never dropped out.
What you said in this book is you're angry at the people who tried to push him out.
Yes, that's correct.
Some Americans are going to say, seriously?
But not just the party that pushed him out, the party as it's behaving today in this moment when we need a Democratic Party to be fighting.
You said you're a member of the inner circle and you never saw the decline. And after that, I wrote, how?
I take this question incredibly seriously. I do. He aged and he poked fun at it. We always owned up. And with age comes what happens when you get older.
Jessica, who is going to buy this book if it doesn't? No one agrees with this. I don't understand.
No, you got to pick a lane if you're trying to sell a Biden book. And this is no lane that anyone wants to travel on at this point. I was actually surprised because she leaked out, a few months ago that she's an independent now. So it seemed like it was going to be a burn it all down book. But she wants to burn the party down while still holding him up. And I think there is an elegant way that you could seem like you weren't totally stabbing your boss in the back without seeming like you are completely detached from reality. And I do not know who will be making the purchase, but maybe you guys told me it's all about the advance.
Yes, it is.
It was the advance.
Dana, you, some people don't know this, but you were a press secretary.
One day.
Yeah.
Time ago.
Now, she basically says that she never saw the decline. How is that possible? As a press person, you were around, was it Clinton?
No, not Clinton. So I thought when the entire CBS panel, looks like they all read the book, and then they all had the same reaction. And so I imagine that that's going to be replicated all across the country. There might have been a story for her to be able to say that here I was. I mean, she was the first African-American woman to be the press secretary. She might have said, I thought I'd have more access to him. I didn't have.
She African-American?
I
thought isn't she from France?
France?
She is
Haitian.
I believe. Well, okay, France. By way of.
Yes.
Okay, maybe. I would like to interview her. I would like her to come on because I really do have questions about how anybody could actually have said what she said, especially when we know what some of the congressional testimony was coming out from other senior members of the White House saying, yeah, this wasn't great.
You taller than her?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Are you?
Oh, yes. Nicely done. Jesse, do you think she is telling you the truth or she just can't admit that she covered up for Joe Biden?
No, it's a loyalty play. So no one will hire her because the Democrats think she's the face of the cover-up and corporate America knows she has no talent and she's a DEI hire. She's loyal to Biden because she was a DEI hire. Remember Kirby was so much better and they stuck with her over Kirby. So she owes Joe and she loves Joe for that. And Joe and the family is the only way she can now make money. That's the only route she can take to have a successful career. But she's full of it because everyone in Biden's inner circle testified under oath to Comer that they all saw a massive decline of the president over the last 2 years. So she should just say what everyone else says, that they preferred an incapacitated Biden over Trump.
Yeah, that's true. What about her future? MSNBC, perhaps, if it's still there, or MS Now?
I'm not sure. MS Now, yes.
MS Now.
Looking at the title of this, Independent, it's like, who is going to buy that who pays attention to politics? Maybe this is for the people in the bookstore who are like somewhat interested in politics and they walk by the display and say, oh, this is interesting. Maybe I'll read this. But anybody who's paid any attention, Democrats or Republicans, to her career in the Biden White House doesn't believe this. And it's actually right on brand with her kind of brand of deception. I mean, she did speak on behalf of the president. She wasn't speaking in her personal capacity. However, the things she was telling people for 4 years about inflation and the border don't believe what you've been seeing. And now she's trying to step out on her own in her own voice. And she's continuing this like fake, inauthentic narrative. It's very strange.
Keep talking.
She should do an interview with Dana.
Did Gus come back from his walk?
No, I was just trying to figure out where KJP was born. Where was she born?
She's an American.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah.
I was just checking.
This isn't a Kenyan birth certificate.
Up next.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.